I'm a Jedi now. Check out this
Jedi?
transition real quick. We're going to make a transition happen. Boom, done. Grand finals. Not losers finals, grand finals.
Grand finals.
FX Dakpo versus Turning Locator's own Denti. Now, Denti was able to go ahead and come out on top after adapting a bit in neutral to some of Dakpo's choices whenever it came to actually making those openings. But Dakpo, you know, he has that extra little bit of information going into this.
I think his play against Phenom was actually a pretty good setup for this, because what happened wrong with his set against Denti was that he did a really good job pressuring Denti the first game, and then the second game, Denti kind of caught onto that and started cutting him off as he was going to start the pressure. So I feel like what he should be doing is similar to what he was doing against Phenom, is rather than trying to move into his space and pressure him while they're in the corner, but control the middle space and stop them. I mean, that's the third step to the Yomi of I pressure you, you counteract that pressure, and instead, I just control the middle space.
And you're absolutely right. What better practice against such a pressure-oriented style of play than playing against a Fox right beforehand?
Yeah.
But Dakpo definitely not out of the woods by any means. You know, we're seeing already a bit of a percent advantage, but there's the upwards knockback that we were looking for. He gets that up there. Oh,
good up smash.
I don't know if that was intentional.
Yeah, I was about to say. That seems like it might have been unintentional, but he also did cover the down air really well, so maybe it was just a really, really good read.
It was a happy little accident.
Happy little accident.
The happy little cloud that was no more became a happy little accident.
Oh, Dakpo looking for the two-frame punish. Not quite getting it.
We'd love to see some of those snapbacks. Oh man,
yeah, a scary situation.
Interesting from Dakpo there to actually roll into the corner, but I guess it was what Denti wasn't expecting.
Yes, yeah, trying to. There are a lot of times where you can. Okay, he lived. I thought he was gonna die for a second.
He's not Fox.
He's not Fox.
He's not Fox.
There are a lot of situations like that. Some rolls are so fast in Smash 4 where you can slip behind your opponent and then like pressure them from behind or like try to punish whatever it is they were trying to do. But which is obviously kind of risky, because if they don't do anything at all and just wait, then you potentially just die because you're putting yourself into the corner. But oh, catches him out of the jump.
That's good, because he picked it up on the fact that Denti had to get out of the corner at some point. He didn't have those fully charged needles anymore. So by having that extended grab range out there, it was a really good chance that Denti would just get scooped up. Yeah, he's able to get a little bit of damage as well. Doesn't get the full sequence on that boost kick, but it was just enough. What a surprise! Surprise down there. But even more surprising is that platform that comes and prevents that full execution, I think, of that bouncing fish. Okay, we're whipping forward smashes at Grand Finals at Shockwave, but Dakpo is going to be drawing first blood with that up there. So far, very, very close games. We're not really seeing, I guess, all the prevalence that I expected from Sheik in neutral, and we're not necessarily seeing the same potency that we expected on Punish from ZSS. So, bit of a wonky set.
Yeah, I think Denti missed an opportunity there. He could have killed him off of the whip grab. Well, it was like basically any smash that high up in the air. Even tower spot up smash, I'm pretty sure it was okay.
Nice from Denti, hopping right over that down smash attempt from Dakpo.
Yeah, Dakpo put a little charge on it to try and catch like a spot dodge or something. And here is where it gets kind of scary playing as Sheik, because your opponent is at 178%. He has a ton of rage. So
talk about how down air almost scaled off the top there.
I kind of don't want to. Can we not?
So you know you live for too damn long.
Yeah.
Oh, and
okay.
Dakpo.
Not a bad gamble.
Yeah. He didn't lose too much. It's not like he bet the farm necessarily. He bet a tractor.
Yeah, he bet a tractor.
He bet a very worn out tractor at that.
Yeah, rusty old thing that was about to die anyways.
That's true. That's true. Joke's on them.
Okay. And he's doing a really good job playing patient. He knows that it's going to be a long road back to catching up from this lead.
It's very true. But that's why you mentioned his patience is going to be really important. Not overextending, trying to put on some damage from afar with those needles. Even there, he didn't go for a super elaborate combo sequence, right? Simple forward air into bouncy fish, getting that damage, and then just getting out.
Yep, yeah, and then just pushing his opponent, pushing Dakpo far enough back that he gets ample time to start zoning with needles.
And it's working out really well. This percent deficit has been more than half so far.
And I think Denti's actually picking up on something that I noticed a little bit versus Dakpo, is that Dakpo stops grabbing when his opponents are at high percent. And so it's okay to just sit and shield. Oh, and the rage bouncing fish.
Wow. Can we talk about that complete reversal? Dakpo had Denti on the ropes for the entirety of that
game. The entire game, yeah.
The entirety of that game. But that patient play just worked off really well. And because he was playing so patient, I think that's what made the bouncing fish so unexpected.
Yes. Yeah, he definitely picked the right moment to step in and play his cards.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is sort of Denti's, like, really when he's playing his best. Whenever he's playing as a wall rather than as, like, someone who's, like, trying to get in, like, box and fight.
Yeah.
And, like, head-to-head against you. But when he's pulled back and he's just... Whatever he makes you feel like you can't possibly hurt him.
It's true. And it goes back to, I guess, to his experience in Brawl.
Yes.
You know, playing
he
a
was an
character.
Olimar player. That's
Like,
what Olimar does. He's a wall.
He's just the wall. He's just the wall. I mean, he's not the wall. The wall's a Yoshi. I mean, he used it, but he's a wall. But he's a wall. He's a wall. But can Dakpo be Mr. Gorbachev and tear down this wall? Can he? That's the question.
That is the question.
Game 2. We're making a run back here on Town and City. So we've seen a couple of times that Dakpo's been able to at least pop Denti up very early on. What do you think it's preventing him really from going for some of those up air sequences?
I think it's mostly he's not landing a grab. Not a good grab anyways. But yeah, all the grabs that he has gotten have been at kind of awkward percents where he doesn't get a really, really good fall-off off of it. And, yeah, that's basically all. Doesn't really matter. Yeah. It is kind of interesting, though. He hasn't been getting as much off of it as he could potentially as 0-3.
That's really unfortunate, too, because that really is one of ZSS's biggest assets.
Absolutely. Yeah, to just grab you and like, oh, well, I grabbed you and now you're randomly dead.
We're not really seeing that. You know, Dakpo is going to have to really fight for a lot of these shots to be able to maybe make some kind of adjustments.
Denti getting a little desperate there to get it into the center stage. Got away with it.
I mean, not only does he get away with it, he gets Dakpo exactly where he needs him to be, right here in this corner. Haven't bit the farm bit on that air dodge read, but still able to go ahead and punish. Nice contest from Dakpo. I love that rising aerial. And a beautiful back air as well as Denti tried to contest with that down air. Air's covering some nice options as well because, oh, wow. So that whole thing was really interesting because we saw a couple of times where Denti at these higher percents likes to come up with jump off the ledge into fair. And so Dakpo puts the nair there. I think it covers that option as well as the normal get up. Yeah. And it sets up for the sequence that allows him to get the bear later. But there's the grab that Dakpo was waiting for. But no follow-up either.
Yeah, he did have a lot of rage, so it's kind of awkward, especially the way that Denti DI'd. A lot of people DI out in that sort of situation. But since he DI'd straight up, it's very difficult. Like, up air wouldn't have really got anything else afterwards. Back air would have been the better punish for just a single aerial, but since he's, you know, like, hovering around whether or not he's going to drift behind him or in front of him.
So then what should Dakpo be looking for since his normal KO options are... Well, forget it.
I think the back air was the right choice. It was just a little awkward to space.
That's true.
Yeah, it's the drift.
Well, fresh stocks here and beautiful wait from Dakpo. Another air dodge being caught by Dakpo.
Yeah, his up airs. This is where 0-2 wants to be. Right below you whenever you don't have a jump and need to fall down on top of her.
But this is, I think, getting close towards that slightly awkward percentage for ZSS where she can't link together those up airs quite as well. And she won't have as much access to some of those KO options, aside from, of course, from that down beat.
Yes.
So Denti's time to really claw back into this game, I would say, is around now.
Yep. Yeah, as long as he doesn't get by, like... Okay,
that'll do it. That'll do, Pig. That'll do.
I was going to say up B shield option selects, but getting hit by down smash will also result in death.
Not normal get-up, man. Not normal get-up. I think that Denti would start maybe mixing things up, but I guess where Dakpo was standing made it a little bit scary to do something like a roll in.
He was standing really far back, so rolling in would have been pretty easy to punish. He could have done something like jump and then forward air, but again, that's pretty deep on stage.
And he got punished, I think, last time for doing that too with the nair.
Yeah.
But this is game number 3. This could be the first set if Dakpo was able to go ahead and reset the bracket here, but we know that Denti, he's so eager to go ahead and close things out. And I think Smashville is an excellent stage for him as well. You know, that moving platform there gives him that opportunity to maybe get an early KO off of a grab as well.
Yeah. Kind of neutralizes the grab power.
Nice little fair sequence there, forcing Dakpo off stage. And already giving up a little bit of pressure just to go ahead and maybe charge a little bit of those needs.
Just a little.
A different kind of pressure.
It really is. Like me and Denti have talked about how like the backwards, just pivoting away like that. It's kind of like in Melee and PM is whenever like you're dash dancing and you dash away,
right?
And then you're like, okay, what's my opponent gonna do now? And you can use that moment to take a brief glimpse into what it is your opponent's trying to do, and then react accordingly.
Exactly. Having those projectiles that come out so quick, those needles on deck, just really helps that a lot. I got so scared for Denti right there. After that air dodge, I was like, oh man, that's a dead ninja. But
yeah, I think Dakpo was trying to cover the drift away after the air dodge, and Denti did a really good job of mixing it where exactly he was going to be.
Ooh, and beautiful forward air. Almost gets the KO, but the bouncing fish, if it had maybe sent him the other way instead.
Wow.
That was so good. He gets him just before Dakpo is able to get back onto the ledge after the tether.
As he's really good.
Very smart from Denti.
This will be huge.
Oh.
Lots of damage.
Yeah.
Oh, 38. Not bad at all.
That was really, really good, actually. And the variety of moves that we saw in that combo as well.
Yeah, the up tilt seems like Denti has started working. The last time I've seen him play,
he's certainly been laving it up, and it's
Yeah.
really paying off from a percentage standpoint, and it might soon be paying off from a stock standpoint as well.
Dakpo getting kind of desperate. Not a good place.
Yeah, definitely not a good sign.
Ooh, got the clean double hit though. That will end that stock.
That's really good. Dakpo, again, struggled a lot when it came to sweet spotting a majority of his attacks. Finally able to go ahead and land something when he desperately needed to.
Good power shield up tilt.
Ooh, and nice. The patience from Dakpo here.
Yeah, it's a thing that you don't see people use a lot, like controlling the upward space with the up smash. But it's actually, because the hitbox is refreshed so often, it's a little bit better than up tilt as far as coverage goes. Yeah, really good application of that Dakpo.
Speaking of coverage, even the Zair there before, in that sequence whenever the platform was on the left side, really good, but this is a really tough situation for Dakpo. Able to go ahead and get the air dodge in, Denti committing towards that up air. He snagged another one, but Dakpo! He misjudges where the stage was!
He went like that was a goal. That was a hole-in-one. He went straight in between where the platform was and where the stage was. That's a shame.
It was perfect for all the wrong reasons.
For all the wrong reasons.
For all the wrong reasons.
The perfect storm.
Such a goofy ending to such an interesting Shockwave.
Yeah, it was
to say the least.
very good sets.
Very good sets.